What if we just did it early? Hey everyone, welcome to BMX News Live, where I didn't feel like waiting the last 10 seconds, and we're here to talk about everything that happened in the previous week in the world of BMX that I think everybody might care about. With that being said, Stony, old fat guy BMX in the chat, just so happens to have a birthday today. So I wanted to say happy birthday first and make sure everybody goes to his YouTube channel and asks him why it's been over a year since he posted a video. With that being said, thank you to Josh Shipman for becoming a new member, and let's continue. Happy birthday, Stony. Yeah, it happened. I just wanted to embarrass you. So, first things first, we have this recap video from Monster Army from the Recon Tour, I believe went down last weekend. And this video seems to be a look at just the Monster Army riders who were a part of this event. And it's like 3 minutes long or something. Let me click on it here.
What's up?
Yeah, 3 minutes long, and somehow an entire day still only has 116 views. And this brings up a topic that I want to talk about, but I don't want to approach it negatively, more so constructive criticism maybe. Because this event, the Recon Tours, a lot of people feel very fondly about them. And this is an event that they're giving out money. They're spending a lot of money on it. But it feels like they're not doing much to try and keep it alive in the future. Because if you think about it, how do you keep an event going? How do you keep the funding alive for an event? Well, you got to make sure people can see it. Got to make sure there's value for your sponsors, because that's where the money's coming from, unless it's just a huge tax write-off for Monster. Maybe it is. I don't know. But even then, I feel like they'd want to justify spending the money. And so this event in particular was in Pat Casey's backyard, the Dream Yard. Amazing spot with the skate park and everything, but all over social media before the event, it was like, this is a private event, no outside spectators whatsoever. And already I'm like, well, dang, that kind of sucks. I get it. You know, it's somebody's backyard. You can't have 100, not even 100. You can't have 1,000 people in a backyard, because that's what you'd kind of want to have for a lot of people to show up in an event like this. So it makes sense in terms of not having people there. And I'm like, well, I hope there's a live stream or something so that people can somehow watch, because, you know, if we're going to keep this event going, how are you going to keep it going if no one can go to the event? And now we're thinking, okay, is there a live stream? Nope. Okay, so if no one can go to the event and no one can watch the event, then how the hell is it supposed to be successful for anyone other than the riders who were there and the people who somehow could sneak their way in or were close enough to be there? So we can't be there to watch. We can't watch it while it happens. And now we have this video that comes out, which is the only thing I've seen so far. There could be more. Hopefully there's more. That is very, crudely put together. They used chalkboard font for the riders with nothing but just the white text on there, and crappy royalty-free music, and it gets 100 views. If I'm a sponsor or a potential sponsor for this event, I'm going to see this video and I'm going to be like, why would I support this event moving forward? No one could be there because you chose a private venue. No one could watch it live because you didn't give any kind of means to watch it live. And now your coverage of it gets 100 views. there's no value for a sponsor. Even Monster and the people who work at Monster in the accounting department could look at that and be like, what the hell are we doing here? And so while it's awesome for the riders because they get paid, you know, Mike Varga winning first gets $1,000, but Todd in the chat brings up a great point here. Mr. Lati here says, I'm always surprised how low the prize money is. I seen that Jacob Thiem only got $750 for second place. I don't think that would even cover travel. So this is all part of my point here. If you have you have it at a venue that no one can come to, you have shit coverage, and it gets no attention. I'm sure there's some attention on social media from people who post their clips from the event, but that's not dedicated coverage of the event and isn't going to have like a specifically focused sponsor like shout out or anything. So you're like, what's the point here? It's awesome for the riders, but if we can't, you're not going to bring in more prize money or even make the money you did spend on this event yourself justifiable moving forward if there's nothing that comes from the event except for the people who are there talking about it. And I want to contrast this with the event that I went to last weekend in Cleveland. MGK hosts MGK Day. You can say whatever you want about them. I don't care. But this event, they had Street League Takeover, and they also had Nitro Circus freestyle motocross shows at this event that cost $20 to get in. And then once you're in there, you get to watch all of the skateboarding for the entire day. You can watch all of the Nitro Circus shows for the whole entire day. There's places you could get food, drinks. It's right on the lake, so it's a beautiful venue. Anybody can show up to this, and it costs you $20. And then they have the people who are skateboarding, like walking around, talking to everybody. And you have, I don't know how many people were there. Hundreds and hundreds of people were there that just had to pay a minimal amount to go and be exposed to freestyle motocross and skateboarding for the entire day. And while this is happening, I'm sitting there seeing that and knowing that Recon Tour is happening, and there's no coverage of it, no live stream. They also live streamed the skateboarding element of this event. They had people on the mic all day long, so they were live streaming with coverage and talking and all of this stuff throughout the entire day that people who weren't there but wanted to be there could watch. And then there were so many Instagram videos that were put together by people who were there to put these videos together. And I was just sitting there thinking like, God dang, how bad does it suck that we have this really awesome event where there's amazing BMX riders at it, and there's nobody can get in to watch it. There's no way to watch it online. And I really hope the coverage online is good, because if it's not, then anybody who might be a potential sponsor in the future for this is going to look at it and be like, why would I do that? There's nothing in this for me. And then you have BMX and BMX riders who would look at something like that, and if they heard that a company didn't want to sponsor it, or a company pulls out sponsorship because of shit organization, and then they're against the company for just trying to get a return on their investment. It's like, why won't you give to our BMX charity? Just out of the sake of goodness in your heart. It's because it's not the way anybody can make money or keep anything sustained. And I wanted to start talking about this in the news because it's just a reoccurring theme in BMX, where it's shit organization of things in ways that just die with the event, which is amazing for the people who are there, but nobody could even go to it. So it's like, if you're going to do that, you have to have it in a way that makes people want to like be able to see it later. and brings value in some other way. And people get shitty towards me and mad at me for always talking about money and value and all of this stuff. And to those people, have fun at your day job later in your life because you didn't figure out how to set yourself up later and think about these things in a practical way. And no, not everything is about money, but at the same time, money sustains passion. And this event is contrasted with the Street League thing, is a perfect example of how you can professionally organize an event that can bring value to someone who might want to invest in that event for their brand, while also promoting whatever you're doing at that event at the same time. If they had picked a different venue where people could show up and they live streamed it, it doesn't even have to be a fancy live stream. It could be somebody with a phone and a battery pack and a microphone that goes into the phone. And when is the weather portion of this news broadcast? Feel attacked as I'm watching this from my day job. No, I'm talking about people who are supposed to be professionals in what they do, who, yeah, I don't even know where to go with that. But I'm just trying to point out these things. It's like, hey guys, let's think about this. If we want Recon Tour to stick around, maybe we should do Recon Tour in a way that can bring value to the brand that is Recon Tour. And I get that this is the first year bringing it back, whatever, and maybe they don't have money for some sort of venue or whatever, but it's like, okay, maybe there's a public skate park like Dodson in Texas. Maybe they are doing one there, but maybe there's somewhere else that this could possibly be done that could not only expose BMX to the people in the local area, but then we live stream it, expose it to people on the internet, and just make it have some sort of reach. So I really hope that there is an amazing video that comes from Recon Tour that gets 1 million views and it's like, okay, sick. Something cool came from this and it will hopefully live on. But as of right now, a video of just the Monster Energy Rider or Monster Army Riders that gets 100 views ain't gonna do it. So with that being said, that's it for that. I really hope that we don't just have people getting pissed off at Brant for talking about money again, and some people can see that and be like, oh, maybe that does make sense. Moving on from there, we have another example of somebody who has done this stuff successfully. Nigel Sylvester is somebody who gets shit on so much in BMX. I think it's less and less over time, but this dude has a signature Nike shoe with it's the Bike Air. He's done stuff with car companies, McDonald's, like huge things exposing BMX to a broader audience. And it's just great for BMX and people seeing it. And I'm not saying everybody should do this kind of stuff, but the fact that we have some people doing it means that we get exposed to more people. And that's a good thing. So we have him posting, this is on Animal's Instagram page because they're bringing back the Nigel Grips limited edition for his latest Nike, this is the Jordan. So his latest shoe release, it looks like. Yeah. And he built a bike up with it. Super cool because it's got like custom seat there. And then the tires have Bike Air on them. You can see it right here with the Jordan logo. Like that's an awesome opportunity for people who don't ride to see something like this. It's a fiend frame ... Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. The amount of pros who are in BMX right now riding parts that have different companies' stickers on them from who made that part, it's all made in the same factory. Like, BMX is the worst thing for BMX. Moving on anyways, I just thought it was sick to see this bike put together with thought put into it, and in a way that, like, most people when they build up a new bike, it's like, oh cool, you built up a new bike. Nigel put a lot of thought into this and made it an event, basically. Look at that seat. Bike air on the seat. That's so sweet. Regardless, I'm done being meh about all of it. Sometimes I just hope that more thought can go into things than does. Let's see. We have something that'll make everybody excited. Dave Osato clips on Instagram from 2 days ago. Gotta love to see that. Brant, everyone needs to know everything about everything. I'm stoked to see Dave Osato footage in 2025. Was that the beginning? I wasn't sure if it... Wasn't sure. Gotta love a good 5-tap. Gotta love a good nose pick whip. Catches it, holds it, and goes in like a pro. Gotta love it. Then we have the fact that Reader's Choice Rider of the Year Nora Cup voting is now live. So this is the 20 more thought trademarked. There you go. You know what? I also need to thank a bunch of people in the chat. I saw some super chats coming in. Champion BMX said, "Happy birthday, Stony," with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Champion BMX. I appreciate you, Kurt. We also had Adam Ortiz saying, "I'll give you $500 to snort some smelling salt." Absolutely not. That is not going to happen. It was already like the worst thing ever just smelling it. So I will not be ingesting that in any way, and it probably would kill me. So thank you for the super chat, but I can't do that. And then Old Fat Guy BMX sent a super chat saying thank you to Champion BMX for saying that. And I didn't put that goal on there for no reason and talking about the smelling salts. I have them here. If I must, I will smell them, but I really don't do. That sucks so bad. Back to Reader's Choice Rider of the Year voting, 29th Annual Nora Cup Awards. Who deserves the Rider of the Year award? Here is the provided list. I know who I'm going to vote for because I think hands down, I can't smell all of it, Joe Rogan. That's so funny. I voted. No, you didn't, Jeff. You didn't vote my name. There's no way. If you did, thank you. I'm voting Max Miller because that video still hands down deserves to win the Street Rider of the Year straight up and video part of the year for sure. Max Miller's my vote 100%. I mean, if Max Miller doesn't get a Nora Cup this year, then I don't know, man. We have failed, basically. Yo, it's sick that Marcus Christopher's on that list. That's so rad. Still voting Max Miller. I already put my email address in here. I've been writing in Jake Lord. I mean, Jake's been absolutely killing it too, man. Like, you could never be mad at somebody for writing that in because Jake is absolute shredder. So get over, vote for your Reader's Choice Rider of the Year, and yeah, we'll see who wins that. I'll be sure to be announcing it. It's going to be announced live September 7th in Hastings, England for Battle of Hastings. So less than a month. Look at that. Fudger asked me for my email address, which I really hoped he was going to send me an email for voting for Nora Cup because that's one of my 2 BMX goals for life. Has been since I was a little kid. I wrote in Marvin Lauderly. That's hilarious. Anyways, oh, you know what? I forgot to put something on my notes. Maybe I didn't. Let me check first. Let's see. Last week's BMX news. I did not. I need to add this in. We have one more thing to add in. While I do that, let's move forward to start the videos from this week. First up, we got a Flatland video for all you Flatland fools out there. Let me just pull this up real quick and bring it over to here. I'm assuming mine's there. And back to the chat. Did we talk about Jay Miron going into the Canadian Hall of Fame? No, we didn't, but we should have. Look at that. Jay Miron, Canadian Hall of Fame. Congrats, Jay Miron. I did see him talking to somebody, though, recently. Anyways, George Manos, video called Enki for profile racing, flatland riding if you need your flatland fix. We have another flatland video coming in a few videos as well. Then we've got Bethany Hedrick's official Welcome to Kink video posted up on the Kink YouTube page. Marvin's wall tap cover is still epic. Now that you mentioned it. Let's see. Marvin Latterly. I don't know what I would type in here to find this. Oh, look at that. First try. Boom. This is what he was talking about. Bethany is indeed awesome. Look at that wall tap. Look at that spot. Look at it all. World record backflip. Now I'm curious. This is from June 2003. Anyways, Bethany kills it. This video is just over a minute long, but showcasing some good stuff here. And I think it said it's some stuff like while filming for other things with the whole entire crew. Appearance from Emma Finnegan in there as well. Bethany rips. It's been awesome because she's somewhat local, living down in Kentucky. It's been awesome seeing her journey in BMX and watching things progress and just traveling the world. Super cool. Moving on, we have the next Flatland video from this week. A video called Entropy with Lee Musselwhite. I saw this dude ride in person and it is unbelievable. Lee Musselwhite is incredible and rides a bike in ways that nobody else probably ever has or ever will. Jeff Mead says, Lee is my favorite Flatland rider. Flatlander right now. Is that because you guys have the same style? All black everything, beard, and bald head? like genuinely, if someone didn't know that this was Lee Musselwhite and you were like, hey, you ever see Jeff Mead ride Flatland and all the tattoos? You could see this thing right here and be like, oh man, Jeff kills it. I want to do Lee flat on quarter pipes. I mean, that's genuinely some of what the inspiration was for the Flatland Lip Lord stuff that we did. Anyways, go check it out. It's incredible. And then if you go, yeah, he was at the Flatland Assassins contest last year. And if you potentially want to see him ride again, maybe he'll come back over for this year's Flatland Assassins contest in Cleveland, October 11th. Then we've got Prody BMX. Prody? I think it might be Prody. Afternoons in the Backyard with Sam Grace. Sam is insane. The stuff that this dude does on just a casual, regular basis is nuts. And to watch him ride is super fun, so do it. Where can I go vote for the Nora nominees? The Reader's Choice link will be in the description after the news wraps up. As soon as I push end live, I paste the notes in and you'll be able to get to it from there. And in what is gotta be the closest video to BMX enlightenment this week, Matt Nordstrom and Chad Curley riding the full factory ramps at the warehouse. These two dudes are some of the most technical riders in all of BMX. So when you get them together to ride these ramps, you just don't know what's going to happen. So make sure you watch this one. They're incredible. Then we've got Killian Roth Quantum for Vans, put together by Rich Forn. This video might be the video of the week, and I Wouldn't be surprised if this came out in conjunction with Nora Cup and everybody who votes for all the Nora Cups voting. I wouldn't be surprised if the timing on this was not by accident to try and, while people are putting their votes in for the nominees and all of that, to rise his name up further, because he definitely would be in contention, but the Max Miller video still takes it for me. And either way, this video is incredible. This is the kind of video that comes out and people are going to talk about some of the stuff that he did in this for a long time. Just the insanity of all of it. The last clip, just bonkers. So make sure you go watch this and just pick your jaw up off the floor afterwards, because it's crazy. And we got Davey Osgood in a video called Recently. Davey always kills it. I love when his videos come out. I love how consistent he is, and I love that he just keeps doing what he's doing, being himself, and pushing his side of BMX as far as humanly possible on a regular basis. So good. I will never run out of good things to say about Davey Osgood. Then we've got Dylan Ashlock's Street Heart section from the OP BMX full-length video. Champion BMX says, I think video part of the year should be Dan Crook in that new Grant C video. Wow. Haven't seen it yet, but Dan Crook's amazing. Then we've got Jet Lag by Alex Donachie. More madness from Alex Donachie. Dude's at the top. And this shows why. Maybe came out too late. Also, Bobby's part in the OP video is sick. Davey is a robot sent from the future to insult the past on how effing good he is. Wouldn't be surprising. He is incredible. We got Santiago Million. And this video is from Santiago, person I hadn't really heard of before, but shreds in all avenues of BMX. Everything from dirt jumps to street to skate parks in this video. Absolutely kills it. Then we've got AM PM 5 after dinner drinks, the full video. So if you're needing longer videos, we're getting there. 14 minutes. Then we have a full length video from Indonesia, Ratness Society, rider list right here. And it's sweet to see videos full length coming from all over the world. I know recently we've been talking about full-length videos from other places too. Can't remember them off the top of my head exactly where, but it's just awesome. BMX is so accessible in terms of filming these days with everybody having a smartphone. I love to see that. And I feel like now's as good a time as any to talk about events going on in BMX throughout the rest of the month. Using the Time BMX app, just talked about Sam Grace. He is a Time BMX rider, and he's posting on the app. It's got the social media aspect to it where you can post videos, pick your favorite places to ride in events that you may be going to. It's also got the map function where you can see skate parks and bike shops and BMX tracks and pump tracks and all that good stuff throughout the entire world. It also has all the events going on that people submit all over the world. So there's pump track events, only one showing up in here now in October. Dirt jump events, specifically segmented out. We have the Canyon in Grafton, the Ohio BMX Trail Series. I will be there. We'll see you there. The jumps. I finally saw a video of someone hitting a bunch of jumps in a row, and it looks like it might be gnarly, but it looks sick. I'm excited. And then the 30th of August is 1855 Trails in Hillsboro, Ohio. Flatland. Any more Flatland events? We got one going down tomorrow in Poland, Polish National Championships. It's a park and Flatland event. Alex Williams, local trail shredder here in Ohio and in Wayne County, says, dude, I'm stoked for that. I'm pumped to go too. Then we've got a bunch of race stuff going on from Australia to Washington to Kentucky, back to Australia. You can check the app if you want to see specific locations and dates, but let's go into the freestyle events because I would venture to say that the majority of people watching right now are freestyle riders. We have Latvian championships for park going down today. The FIS Experience in France this weekend. The La Quinta X Park Jam in California tomorrow. Polish National Championships we just talked about. There is an address, Alex. It's in the Ohio BMX Trail Series Instagram or Facebook group. Then we have Next Gen Jam going down tomorrow in New York at Foster Bike Park. Talked about the Trail Series stop. King of Concrete tomorrow in the UK. Also a date range, so it must be a weekend event. Ukraine National Championship for park this weekend. Hammer and Nails Fest. I'm going to stop talking about those ones because I think they already happened because they may have had events date change. I'm a park racer, so take that back. That's funny. Lloyd's UK National BMX Freestyle Park Series, August 23rd weekend, so that's next weekend. FIS Experience in France, the end of August. Man, my nose will not stop itching. Holy crap. Talked about the 1855 Trails stop. Croatian National Championships for park, the 30th, and then the USA BMX Digital State Series Round 6 starts the 31st. So let's go back, jump into the map, I'm just going to randomly scroll, not looking, zoom in. Is there a skate park? No, there's not. I'm in the middle of the ocean. Let's try this again. Back out. Zoom in, move around, zoom in, and how about right there? Closest skate park to Mount Alfred. Where are we? Where are we at? British Columbia. I think we zoom into here. Pemberton? No skate park. There we go. I don't know where we are in the world. Whistler Village. Did I just accidentally zoom in on Whistler? Like the bike park place? Yo, this skate park looks cool. Only one photo, but looks like it'd be cool. Bowl corner. Different quarter pipes. Looks like there's pyramid hips everywhere. Interesting looking grind ledge setup in there. Been there. It's okay. He's hooked. Break out the salts. I need the salts, man. Give me the salts. No, I'm not doing that unless we reach the goal, and that's just not going to happen. I set it high for a reason. Address for the Ohio Trail Series stop tomorrow has been dropped in the chat. Let's see if there's another close by skate park. Whistler's mostly known for the trails and mountain bike type stuff. Let's go north. This one. Where are we at? Ooh, we're on an island. Cormorant Island. Alert Bay Skate Park. Interesting. Oh my goodness, this is barely a skate. Oh wait, hold on. Just kidding. If you just saw this picture, you'd be like, what the hell is this doing in this app? Then you go to this one, you're like, oh, there's like a box jump kinda. A rail, down ledge, different quarter pipes. That looks pretty cool, actually. You could have a lot of fun there. It's awesome. That's pretty cool. And that is on an island in Canada somewhere. Interesting. Pretty cool. So that's the Time BMX app. If you haven't downloaded it, made an account, jump on that and use it. Put your events in there. Add your local skate park. And we have 53 people tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys hit this button, more people join and it helps me out. So do it. Next video, we have Pondfest 2025 went down earlier in July. This is the coverage from it. Stu Johnson on hand to film this. And I don't think Chris would want a big deal made out of any of this stuff, but we did find out in this video that he has some sort of like rectal intestinal cancer. And the last like third of the video is kind of talking about it and some of the stuff to do with it. And so I debated on even talking about this because I didn't want to like make a big deal out of it. I'm sure he wouldn't want the attention, and it's news in BMX. I think people would care and people want to wish him well. So we know that he's going to be good. The Mad Dog. I seen this dude crash so damn hard at Pondfest last year and get up and do it again. If there's anybody who's got it, it's Chris. So we know he'll make it. It'll be good. They made a post about it on Instagram. Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. It's like, sucks to hear about, sucks to talk about. Hoping for the best, and go watch the video because Stu Johnson did his thing and made another amazing video. Moving into the interview stuff from this week, we have Behind the Clip from Colony. We saw the one with Dean Florian last week. We have one with Tom Justice this week talking about his clip in there where he does opposite Canadian regular toothpick to down whip out. Super crazy combo. He talks about it, and it was interesting to hear him say that it took him 500 attempts, because Tom is usually the person where something like he'll say a trick was a battle and I'll be like, oh my God, that was the craziest thing ever. And he'll reply and be like, yeah, man, it took me 30 minutes. And I'm like, 30 minutes is a battle for you? But this one, he talks about, it took him hours and hours and hours, 500 tries. So it's like, okay, maybe Tom Justice is human, but probably not. He was human for that period of time. Don't panic, guys. J.R. Hobbs has entered the chat. Thanks for tuning in, JR. Then we got a podcast that I dropped this week with a couple guys from Dan's Comp, Mike Barrow and Austin Zentmeyer, looking very zen in this paused moment of the podcast. But we talk about Dan's Comp. We talk about a bunch of good stuff. So if you want to tune in for it, hear from them, check it out. Then we've got the Canode Knows podcast with Grant C. talking about the making of his full-length video, Lead by Example, in the latest Canode Knows podcast up on the Bobby Canode YouTube channel. Check it out if you want to learn more. Looks like they got the hat on there too. Another podcast this week, we have Billy Perry on the Unclicked podcast. Cool to see this. I feel like I remember seeing that was going to happen, but I totally forgot about it. So check it out. And then we move into the more BMX hashtag stuff from this week. Let me just check these Instagram messages and see if there's posts that I'm supposed to have seen. I see. Nice. With that, we got Presley ripping around out here at the Cleveland skate park, Crooked River. Presley's killing it. He is at Woodward right now, which I totally forgot. I meant to open the news with this, but I forgot. I'm sorry. It's my fault. But we do have a clip that I was sent from Woodward where Presley's at right now. Let me make sure this pulls up. Here Woo! We go. And give me some audio. BMX News Live! Woo! Woohoo! A whole bunch of BMXers out at Woodward shouting out BMX News Live. Thank you guys all for participating in that. Thank you to whoever in Presley's family organized that. I appreciate you, and I am sorry that I forgot to play that first. But if anybody else wants to film an intro for the news, JR, you were supposed to have done it. I would love to have that happen. We have another more BMX post that just came in. So there was Presley ripping around Crooked River Skate Park in Cleveland. Then we got a post from Kyle McDonald, who's in the chat right now, showing off some new shoes he's rocking, Splay Athletics. And then a clip. Look at this. We get to see Kyle riding. Hell yeah. I love to see that. I'll film an intro. Kurt, you better. Love to see this. Thanks for using the tag, Kyle McDonald. Glad you're loving your shoes. Let's see the foot. Some stuff from BMX Day last month. Just a thank you post from Southside BMX. Dang, that was sick. Love seeing this. Heading to adult camp at Woodward next week. We can film one, put one together. Love it. Just make sure you guys send it to me somehow and I will post it. That was a foot jam crank flip, wasn't it? Start it over. I want to see it. Justin Lee. Yeah, you guys definitely should do something from Woodward. That'd be a really fun way to start the news. Yo, foot jam, kick the crank flip once you're in it. Awesome. Big wall ride. That looked like a fun setup. That looks super cool. Is that subbable? Yes, you could totally hit that sub. Kyle's custom made frame. Cool to see people ripping around. That's my shop. Oh, nice. Southside BMX. I knew that. Boom. Love to see all this coverage. Thanks for using the tag on this one as well. Helping out your local scene, organizing events. Always love to see it. Double crank flip. It was so fast I missed it. Ripping around the park. Oh, they had a fire jump. I just got a message from the real J.R. Hobbs. We already talked about this one, JR. Remember? I remember. Do you remember? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. We did indeed. Love it. Keep using the tag. Thank you. Is this Kyle? I don't know what Kyle looks like. Kyle, is this you? Hell yeah. Now we all know what Kyle looks like. Check the last clip. This clip. We gotta go sideways. Oh, he's pedaling fast. Damn, that was huge. So sick. Next up, we've got a flyer, an AI flyer for a flatland contest that's going down in Israel. So if you are able, check it out. It's on the Knight Rider Instagram page. This is the bike shop of Free Night BMX, the creators of the Planetary Free Coaster. There is a fake account out there. Look, guys, we have, I don't know if you're prepared for this, everybody, but this picture that was just sent. I gotta figure out how to show it. I don't know if everybody's ready for that one. There's JR sitting at his desk. Let's keep going. We got Moritz busting out all kinds of craziness. Always love to see these clips. Busting out flip whips, 3-whip to bar, truck to 3-whip, truck to whip, truck to whip, right? Right. That was NBD for that park. That was huge. JR, there's about to be one more. The real JR Hobbs. That's funny. Dang, triple truck driver. Super good. Always love seeing these clips. Thanks for tag. Then we got Kim. Kim riding some flatland. Kevin is out there, was out there, not sure. Oh, the We the People account is back. Do we finally have closure on that? Kevin filming some friends riding flatland. We the People. We the People. That's not it. We the People. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. I guess we don't have closure yet. Huck had a video, but we couldn't use the More BMX hashtag because it was a repost. I don't know, guys. Have you seen Huck's video from the past week? I don't know. I feel like feel like something happened, but I can't remember. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe the fact that he only went viral on the entire internet for his 360 backflip. He was on Sports Center, Nitro Circus, the DD Airbags page. He's posted up all over the world with millions and millions of views. So sick. Absolutely killing it. Arguing on whether or not that was a 360 backflip. I don't know. I call it a 3 backflip. What do you guys think? Either way, Huck made it to the mainstream. Love to see it. And I believe he needs to save some views for the rest of us. Damn. It's for sure a 3 flip. I mean, you can't even argue it, right? Like, I don't think so. Either way, love to see it. Like, if I go here, let's just check. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about too, though. Like, Huck being on the Sports Center Instagram page shows BMX to millions and millions and millions of people. Where do I find it at? Geez, they post a lot. Like, it got 530,000 just likes on it. Not to mention how many millions and millions of views. Is there a way to see? Yeah, okay, here we go. We go to the Reels page. 13.8 million views. That is incredible. And the amount of people who don't ride BMX that will see that, and then potentially you might have a 10-year-old kid be like, oh, he's doing that, I want to try it. And the fact that he learned this in his side yard with the airbag covering up the sidewalk, like, it's not even a yard, it's just the grass between the fence and the road with a sidewalk in it. Just casually learning 3 backflips at 10 years old is amazing. So with that being said, that's how we're going to end the news. Thank you to Old Fat Guy BMX, Champion BMX, Adam Ortiz for Super Chats, Josh Shipman for becoming a member, and all the members who are present in the chat. J.R. Hobbs, who's going to film an intro for BMX News soon. The Karinsky fam is a member. We talked about Josh being a new member. Any others? Jeff Mead. I'm sure Vic was here. Adam Ortiz, also a member in the chat. My YouTube is about to crash. And I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in, because everyone being here helps keep me doing this. And I appreciate all of you for it. So we'll see you tomorrow for another video. It may be a video with Huck in it. Not sure yet, but it also may be a podcast with Terry Adams. Either way, both are coming soon, and we'll see you next time. Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Memberships get you personal phone calls from Brant. No cap. When you join the insane platinum membership. Ha! We'll see you.